Okay guys, the big moment has arrived then. I'm going to get Jake to reveal my new daily driver. Hello guys and welcome to this Volkswizard video. Now firstly I'd like to apologise for not having made any videos recently. I've been a bit busy with a number of things including moving house, but it's a house move that means I'm making this video today. Now I've lived in Birmingham for most of my life, but in recent years it's become a real car crime hotspot, and that's primarily due to insurance companies selling damaged repairable cars to people who want to repair them with stolen parts. They'll break into your house at night, or they'll even pull you out of the car in traffic, as happened to my sister with her Golf GTD in the summer of 18. It was at that point I decided enough was enough and I wanted to go and live somewhere a little bit safer. At the end of 2019 I finally moved to a very quiet village in Warwickshire, which is a lot better. Nowhere's immune, but I feel a lot safer there. Now, because of the crime in Birmingham, I've had to drive in recent years cars that are very low profile. I drove a Bora for a few £100, which wasn't the best car to turn up to go and see people's cars that I wanted to buy in. I drove an Audi A2 that was a few grand. I even drove this Seat Leon, which has been brilliant, but it's not particularly exciting. I did have an Up GTI for a year, but I had to park that in the garage every night to stop it being stolen. So I thought I'd finally treat myself to something that I want to own. It's not anything particularly flashy, it's got to be a workhorse, but it's got to be something, you know, that I like. So today I'm going to go and collect that car. I'm not going to tell you any more at this point. I've got a walk, a bus journey and a train between me and the car. So without any further ado, before it starts raining even more, let's go and collect my brand new daily driver. Guys, I'm here in Wrexham and I'm sitting in the Seat Tarraco.
Yep, Tarraco, excellent.
And this is the guy that sold me my daily driver, Jake from Stoneacre, Wrexham.
Good afternoon.
Now, I like Jake because he's not been in the industry very long, so he's still quite normal. Don't take that personally. You know, I sell cars as well, but what did you used to do before?
I worked for the ambulance service and I did that for 7 years, and then recently joined Stoneacre, Seat.
Right. So you must have saved a few people's lives.
Absolutely, yeah.
Saves people from heart attacks.
Yeah, many times.
And now you give them their Part X prices and you probably give them...
No, it's the other way around, and we give them instead of help them with them.
Well, we didn't talk about Part X's, I wasn't Part Xing, so I don't even know what your Part X's are like. They're probably quite good.
The best.
How long have you been with Stoneacre, sorry?
I've been with them just under 4 months now.
4 months now, yeah. Right, good. So do you like the brand?
Yeah, the brand's brilliant. Obviously joining Stoneacre I can sell any of the franchises that we have at our place.
What do you have at your place then? Because there's also Fiat's in the same showroom, isn't it?
Yes, we have Fiat attached to us, and across the road we have Citroen, as well as our used pitch, which is across the way.
So you get a bit of variety that way, don't you? You've got 3 brands.
Absolutely, yeah.
But are you more closely focused with Seat for some reason, or are you equally across all the brands?
I was taken on primarily to work in Seat with scope to work in the other ones if and when needed. Mm-hmm. But as a main thing, I'm part of Seat, and that's what I've done all my training on.
Got you. Tell us a bit about Stoneacre, because I know lots of dealer groups like Sytner and Johnson's and all that, but I've not really come across Stoneacre much, not enough to remember the brand.
Yeah, Stoneacre is owned by Mr. Richard Teetum, and obviously his directors below him, but he's an absolutely great person. I've met him on all our training courses. He comes and makes himself known. Our managing director underneath him is Sean Foweather, and then the other directors as well.
Are they PLC or privately owned?
They're privately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mr. Teetum and his family that own it. Right. Obviously with his directors below him, that he's very trusted.
That's quite unusual these days.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that because we're so friendly, and we're a family-owned business. That's why we do so well.
You can definitely tell when you'll see the showroom. It's quite cosy and intimate, and everybody's really normal. Like when I turned up, I said to you, "I've come to see a car, but I haven't got an appointment."
Yes.
And you jokingly said, "I'm sorry, we can't help you."
Yeah, sorry, not today.
Which is kind of the response I was expecting genuinely from, other dealerships when you turn up without an appointment. But you kind of fitted me in, and we got to the deal, and here I am today. So yeah, it was a good experience. So my car's all ready then, is it?
Absolutely all ready. We've taken extra care in looking after the car.
Yeah.
It's been detailed by ourselves, and externally we've had it fully polished.
Can't wait.
Diamond brighter the car as well for
What's
you.
Diamond Bright? Is it like the Auto Green Life Shine thing?
Yes, it's a protective layer on the outside of the car. It's also inside on your seats and everything like that. But it just gives you that protected layer and an extra shine as well.
Well, it's a real workhorse for me, so it needs to be protected. Although I haven't actually told people what the car is yet.
Right.
So when the covers come off, we will reveal. Well, it's probably it's a Seat, because we're in a Tarraco now.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a workhorse. But I think that's it. So see you in a few minutes in the showroom, and we'll have a look at the showroom. And you've got a good line in Cupras here as well, because Cupras, I'm a big fan of Cupras, and I think they're the best performance car in the Volkswagen Group now for performance and value for money. So luckily you're a big Cupra dealer, so maybe one day in the future I'll come back and get a Cupra.
Brilliant. Absolutely.
So see you in the showroom in a bit. Okay, I've left Jake to go inside the showroom and sort the paperwork out, but before we go inside, I thought I'd give you a quick tour of the outside here at Stoneacre Seat in Wrexham, because they've got a load of used cars out here, something for every taste, for every budget. The one that's for my taste, but unfortunately not for my budget, is this GTD Estate in a lovely grey colour. That's basically a Golf R with a bit of Spanish flair, and I think it's probably the same money, same performance. Which would you have then? That GTD Estate or a Golf R? Well, comments below. Now there's some more modest cars here as well, so we've got a great selection of the new Ibiza. I don't know why anybody would buy a Polo when they can have this. The Polo is made in South Africa. This is made in Barcelona along with the Audi A1, and I think it's probably the best looking of the three, and probably the best value as well. At the back there's a selection of Leons and Atecas, and they've got a load more cars here as well, so they keep a lot of used stock. So they've got some unregistered cars at the back here, so the chances are if there's a car you want, it's probably here in stock in Wrexham. Right then, let's go inside now, and you'll probably see my car under a cover, and hopefully you won't work out what it is. So let's go and have a look inside. Well, I'm not going to go around the back because it's probably quite easy to tell, but this is my car. And enough of that, I might have to blur that out because it's pretty obvious really. Taking your eye off my car, let's have a look at this Cupra Ateca. Yeah, it's not a Seat actually, it's a Cupra, so it's got the badge on the front of it, and it's basically an SUV version of the Cupra Estate you saw outside. So it's a really nice cabin, these. Very nice, not driven one yet. I would like to have a go in one, like the T-Roc R. This seems a little bit bigger, and the interior plastic quality is better as well. That soft touch on there, just like the Leon. So yeah, I think it's interior wise, it's better than the T-Roc R. When did that happen? When did a Seat have better interior quality than a Volkswagen? I'm just sitting down at Jake's desk now to do the paperwork finally, but we're just having a chat about Seats and how they stand within the Volkswagen Group. And I'm a big fan. I mean, I know I'm Volkswagen and I've grown up with Volkswagen, but over those years the Seat brand has blossomed, and we were just talking about how you get such good value with Seats compared to Volkswagen and of course Audi. Just tell us a bit, what do you think are the key selling points over the other vehicles?
Yeah, I mean, our key selling point is the fact that we pack everything, every car with technology. They all have the same size screens. Obviously your big cars are an inch bigger or so, but they all have the Apple CarPlay, they'll have screen mirroring, and sort of throughout the range. Anything FR upwards has LED headlights. Yeah. They all have front assist.
LED headlights have been a thing for Seat for years, haven't they?
Yeah, hugely.
Even my old SCTDI had that in 2013.
Absolutely.
On the tech model. That's just coming out on some cars.
And we were saying obviously that, you know, in the likes of the Arona, it's a competitor from Volkswagen. you're looking at £3,000 or £4,000 more
compared to the T-Cross.
Exactly, yeah. And the cars are great. Like I say, they sell themselves. There's not a lot we have to do, although we do try.
Yeah.
But they're great cars. As I said, this is the chorizo.
Yeah, compared to the Bratwurst.
Yeah. And they're really nice cars. They're great. They've got everything on them. Our big selling points are that they have the fuller tech, they're at a younger audience, they're brilliant, yeah. And I've driven plenty of them.
Yeah. What's your favourite?
My favourite, and I'll be completely honest with you, has got to be the Ibiza.
Yeah.
Yeah, the FR Sport Ibiza. In terms of what you get for your money in that car, which is one just behind you here, they come with the black alloys, the Alcantara seats, the leather dashboard, folding mirrors, front assist. It's got everything on it, and the look of it is really, really nice.
Yeah, they're really good value as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
I did a video with that versus the GTI.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're totally different class of car, but on the new market they're close, on the second-hand market they're closer.
And I think in terms of size now, they're a lot bigger than what they used to be, and they're all 5-door.
That's true, yes. They've dropped it with this model, didn't they?
Absolutely.
Okay then, give me my car.
Well, we've got to tax it first, do the insurance and everything like that.
Yeah, cool. And you're a fan of YouTube videos, aren't you? You probably haven't heard of me before I told you about me, but who are your favourite YouTubers?
Well, obviously follow Shmee150, TGTV,
yep.
and Paul Wallace. I follow Paul Wallace from day dot, when I first started looking at YouTube, seeing him with his RS3s.
Yes.
In fact, I put a deposit down and got figures on the first new shaped RS3.
Yeah, because he did the Chelsea Walsh thing.
He did, yeah.
See, I watched that, and that made me want to make videos.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, look at that, driving a brand new RS3 up Chelsea Walsh. It's like a dream come true, and that was my inspiration.
I even messaged him. I still have the message on my phone on Instagram, and I messaged him to say, due to your video, I've been put a deposit down on an RS3, and I did. I didn't get it in the end. I got an M135i.
Yes, and the less said about that, the better. Okay, guys, the big moment has arrived. Then I'm going to get Jake to reveal my new daily driver. It's not a particularly exciting car, but I'm going to live with it for quite a lot. I'm going to drive it more than most cars, probably more than any other car I've ever had. So it's an important car to me, even though it's not an Audi R8 or even a Golf GTI Club Sport S. But yeah, I've spent a lot of time thinking about what car's going to suit my journey, and I think this car is the one. So without any further ado,
perfect. Yeah,
let's go for it. I'll give you a hand. And there she is. Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've taken the time to get this properly detailed, as we do with all our vehicles. We've applied a diamond bright to this as well, so you get that nice shine, that's protective layer. That's inside and out, and the car comes in the mystery blue with the 18-inch performance alloys.
Mystery blue, yeah.
Absolutely.
The other option was a black one, so if you want to buy one, there's still one here at the attractive price that drew me in. It's being used as a demo car now. It's just over there, so there's one more. Its sister car is there. It's identical. It's an FR Sport model now, which is superseded, isn't it?
Yes, by the FR Black Edition. Which isn't all that different. It's got the black mirrors and the black wheels. They're exactly the same wheels, just that they're in a matte black.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So there's not much difference.
So it's the same. Yeah. It's a 2-litre TDI 150.
Automatic. Yeah.
Automatic. Yeah, that's the big thing. So there is a little backstory to this car, and the reason I think it's great value, Jake hasn't specifically said this, is because a batch of these cars were built without the DSG paddles. Now bear in mind the paddle steering wheel is probably a few £100s. The deals as a result of that misbuild are pretty amazing, to be perfectly honest. And in the future, I'll probably fit one. It's not too hard.
Yeah, it can be done. We've looked at a bit of literature that can be done on different cars. So possibly,
yeah. Some people getting them and they were disappointed they didn't have the paddles, and Seat were giving them money off. And they're even giving the money off and fitting the correct wheel. So it's something to do in the future, but I'm not too bothered now. To be honest, the automatic's the bonus, and the price paid is effectively free anyway. So Yeah, let's have a closer look inside. Okay. Wow, paintwork is really good. When you said it was going to be detailed, I was like, there's detailing and there's detailing, but that's...
It has had a full resin polish.
Wow.
With machine polish.
Yeah.
That was done yesterday, then it was detailed, and then it will have the diamond bright put on. And since the diamond bright, it's also been wound down. But you can see the difference. I went in the valet bay yesterday and it was absolutely glistening.
That is really impressive.
Lovely car.
Because this car, by the way, is pre-registered, so it was registered in September, but unlike the black one, it's not really been used, so it's, what's it got on the clock now? Yeah, just 56 miles, and I think I did pretty much most of those when I test drove it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I was told to go and drive it on my own, and I took the opportunity to do that, and yeah. So for me, I'll take over now, I suppose, because I've been geeking out on the spec of these for quite a while.
I shall pop that in for you.
Thanks, thank you. So compared to this one over here, this is a normal FR with 17s, cloth trim, analog dash, and obviously a manual gearbox. This is digital dash, full leather trim, and DSG. So I love the cluster because it's even better than the Volkswagen one. I like the typeface. It kind of reminds me of the Lamborghini when you see on the Huracan with the pretty trendy little numbers and stuff, and you know, it's in italic rather than very boring German like you get on a VW. But basically it's a Golf, almost GTD spec. Now the big difference is that you don't have multi-link rear suspension in this car, but what you do get, and you know from my videos, I'm a big fan of this, you get dynamic chassis control. So if you go into modes, which are on here as opposed to down here on a VW, individual, and then settings, you can see there DCC, where I left it in the test drive, is in comfort. So that's free on the FR Sport and on the FR Black, and for me that's a big selling point. So yeah, we've got electric parking brake, which some of the early ones missed, but it's just a nice place to be. I know that's a bit of a cliche, but it's got a very nice feel about it. We've got the ambient lighting as well. I think the colour can probably be changed on that. So, you know, this is a car for me to do a lot of miles in, and it's going to be really economical. I'm hoping it'll do the 50 mile per gallon when it's running, because it's just got 56 miles on the clock now. So, yeah, a bit of running it in to do before we start getting full economy. But yeah, it should be pretty nice to drive even then. Okay, so that's it then. So I'll do a proper review in the future once we've got it running, because at the moment obviously it's really tight, so there's no point in saying what it's like to drive because it's not running. So yeah, there we go. I hope it's what you were expecting. As I said, this is a car I'm really going to be driving. It's not going to sit in my garage like the R8 or the Club Sport S. It's going to be used, and yeah, I've thought long and hard, and a GTD was an option, but this is £5,000 cheaper for a car that's pretty similar in many ways. Anyway, I think I'll wrap this up now. Thank you, Jake. So if you're looking for a Seat, Jake is your man. What's your surname?
Jake Holleran. I'm here at Stoneacre, Wrexham. It's Seat. If you need any help, just give me a shout.
There you go. So guys, thanks for watching, and see you for the next one soon.